We love this. This one and this one shit talking me all game, right? Well, here's the thing. 6,000 damage, 5,000 damage, 7,900, 5,000. Yuumi, building, Dreammaker, Michael's, Ardent Sensor, Summon Area Resolve. Don't have any damage runes. This does damage, and my Q does damage. Other than that, and my ults, which does like 120 damage each ult, I do no damage. Should not be matching an Orianna. Should not be anywhere near Volibear's damage. Says Ezreal can support better. Oh yeah, she lost to an Annie mid. This is an Annie. Hyper-fed Annie mid, by the way. Full stacks on Medjai's, all that shit. Very fun. Says she was camped. There was a Leona support. She saw Leona support coming up to her, and she decided to just run it down into her. And says that it's because I couldn't roam. I should have been roaming the whole time. Fucking idiot. Don't ever play again. Yuumi has completely rotted your brain. Not that you ever had one to begin with. Orianna is easier than playing Yuumi. Orianna is so easy. She's literally place ball, win. It's so easy. It's so easy to play Orianna. You're not focused on anything at all but freely doing damage. So if I do nothing, why am I matching damage with Orianna? Leona's up her ass all game. Press Q. Leona starts walking towards you. Press W. Walk away. It's that easy. She misses her E, go in for poke. It's that easy. Play the dominance game. It's that easy. Saying that I'm not Emerald 2 because I don't know characters and I don't know how laning works and I don't know anything. I don't know what characters do. Long range stun ult plus Annie stun. So the Leona's long range stun ult, which you just play the range of, bait it out, kind of sucks, but if you're at the edge of the range of it, then they shouldn't be able to fucking do anything to you anyways, especially if you don't just stand in the center of it like an idiot. Plus Graves slow. Plus Annie stun. Kind of fucking impossible. Just play under tower. If you're getting camped so badly that you can't fight, that you can't do anything, play under tower. Use your tower. You have a slow, a massive slow. You have an ult that pulls them in. Just use it. Use it, play under your tower, and then force them to die to tower. It's that easy. I've done it so many times with Yuumi, there's no way you can't do it as an Orianna. You just keep your ball in between you, the Leona, you, the Annie, in between you and the Graves. Then if you want to do damage, you walk up to them, you move your ball up a little bit. You hit them with your ball, you press W. They start pushing towards you, you walk back a little bit. You just zone them the entire time. That's all Orianna does. She's a zoning champion. You should be able to zone the entire game away from you. The only person that should be able to gap close on you truly is Tryndamere. Because while Graves does have a dash, his dash shouldn't reach from one end of your slow to the other end of your slow. Unless you're slow. And by slow, I mean stupid. I don't mean slowed by his E. As soon as Leona ults, you die every time. Leona ult outranges me, you dumb motherfucker. Bait it out. Like I said, bait it out. Dodge. Oh yeah, she said Annie was an overkitted champion. She said that Annie, who has a stun every 4 abilities, and who has not great range on any of her abilities, really, and whose early lane is terrible because her only poke that she can really achieve on anyone is auto attacks. And if Orianna trades autos with Annie, who wins that? Orianna. Orianna heavily wins that. Because Orianna can still outrange Annie's W too. So Orianna can poke with Q and W and E if she fucking places her Q right. But Annie can only hit her Q and autos. And I mean, she can use her E to shield herself, but I mean, the damage there is like negligible, honestly. And she's saying she's overtuned. She said overkitted before. Now she's saying overtuned now. She's saying that her kit is simple and fine. It's her damage that's overtuned. So she does too much damage. It's an Orianna. Orianna saying this. She has no dash. Her move speed is terrible. Her buff that she gives herself from her E, terrible. Her stun is predictable. Her Tibbers has no real range. I mean, it's decent, but it's still negligible. And if you're playing Orianna, you zone, she can never get ults off. Her only real engage that she has on you is if she flashes to you, or if she comes out of a bush, which you should be warding, you shouldn't be face checking. So before Leona came, Graves was camping her. So before the Leona, which was such a bad issue, she was already being camped. Why is she pushing out? Why is she fighting? She knows she can't win when she's being camped because she's that bad. Why is she fighting? She's in a frozen wave. She didn't shove when he come. Then how does she die? They both have mobility and CC. So you walk under tower. So you zone them. Pre-6? No. They both have mobility and CC. And you don't? Pre-6? No. Graves doesn't have CC. He has a slow. And a blind. But that's not a CC. Annie's only CC is from her 4th ability, which you know when she's about to have it because most Annies hold their 3rd ability, use the E, and then press Q. So whenever she has 3 abilities, you just play distance. Her E is 1.5 seconds of decaying move speed. So easy to avoid that. Q places her ball, does damage, and grants vision. W is move speed and slow. E is a shield. R is something you don't have pre-6. R is an ult with the ball at the center, which pulls. You have a massive slow. Press W, slow field. Your brain function also has a massive slow. Put your ball between you and the enemy. Press W. It's that easy. That's how you zone with Orianna. You know that Annie has a speed up and can walk the fuck out of it, right? No, she can't. Her move speed is like 30% decaying buff over 1.5 seconds. Yeah, so I slow, she uses her E and walks out. So you do that. Now she's used her E to walk out of the slow field. Now she doesn't have her E to engage you because she's moving at base movement speed. Ta-da. I know them, but you literally have no idea how the mechanics of this game works. I know them better than you, clearly. So she's moving at normal move speed to step out of it. Now she doesn't have her move speed to catch you. Literally, all your counter arguments are Yuumi bad. She keeps saying, Yuumi's bad. This is why I tell people never to play Yuumi. Yuumi rots your brains. Because you lose all understanding of everything. My counter arguments are solid. You're too stupid to understand them is the issue. The only thing solid is what you were dropped on as a fucking child. Yuumi, Yuumi, Yuumi. All counter arguments. Just Yuumi. So great. It's like, it makes sense. It's like you're talking to a brick wall that's fucking retarded. Like the brick wall was dropped on the head as a child. I don't know how, but play better if you want your shit talking to be taken seriously. Your match history speaks volumes. Again, Yuumi comebacks. It's all they have. Talking shit about Nisa because she's a shit planeswalker. And they're saying, oh, I don't know what Nisa is. I just made it. I made it up. No, you didn't. Oh, and this is when I look at their match history. I see why you don't like Yuumi. I get it now. Yuumi comeback about how Yuumi's bad. You can barely go positive with a carry as your support. They could barely go positive with a brand support. Every other game, they're like 1-8, 1-7. I'll show match history on them after. So you can't expect to do well when you're made to be the carry. I go positive just fine. Now, keep this in mind. You can barely go positive with a carry as your support. So as your support, right? So clearly stating that the carry would be their support, not the support on your team, your support. So they're playing AD carry, right? Helps when I don't have a support like you who does nothing. Yuumi come back saying that I don't know what I'm talking about. Saying that I don't know what I'm talking about. Your one good game was with a brand carrying you. Everything else was mediocre at best. Yeah, you're not looking at my actual history. I can tell that much. Literally went 14-2 last game. As an ADC, apparently you don't fucking read. Lux ADC as Lux mid against a Cassie. So you can't read. I don't ever play Lux ADC anymore. You can barely go positive with a carry as your support. I was an ADC and I won mid solo. Almost every ADC game you feed horribly, right? Unless your support heavily carries you. You don't even know what happens in those games. So of course you'd think that enchanters suck. You're fucking stupid and it shows. No, just Yuumi. Nami's amazing because they force you to be the carry and give you potential. Janna's amazing. Okay, tell me what Yuumi does then. Explain her abilities. Lulu is the best enchanter in the game. Go on, since you know Yuumi. W allows her to attack and detach from enemies. After a while, she can make someone her best friend. W doesn't allow her to attack. Her W allows her to attach and detach. And it gives her her best friend mechanic. That's... what? She's so bad, she must not have much. Like, if Yumi's so bad, she must not do much, right? Her best friend gets extra healing and shielding from her. W gets on hit healing as a passive as well as bonus heal and shield power. I gave the most of it. And they're trying to like say that, oh, well, that's only with her best friend mechanic. Yeah, you should almost always be attached to best friend. Unless you're making a new best friend, which isn't happening as an ADC. You're not just becoming a Yumi's best friend. You're either Yumi's best friend or you've been abandoned by Yuumi. There is no becoming best friend as a bot lane ADC when you're playing with a Yuumi. That doesn't make any sense. Which is why she can't roam and loses to supports who can, aka all of them. No, because if the other support's roaming, now your ADC has free pressure bot lane, and the other support shouldn't be able to roam if you're putting enough pressure bot lane. But you can see what happened with our jungle, our top, and our mid, that it doesn't matter how much pressure was being put bot lane, because every other lane was losing. So ADC gains on-hit healing and buffs Yumi's heal shield. Only if lanes feed for no reason, right? Which is why she loses to supports who can roam. Go on though. What does Yumi's Q do? Q is a straight line skill shot that slows when not attached and is a skill shot that follows cursor when attached. It also heals her attached ally when it hits a champ. Doesn't heal. That's her passive healing. Yes, it does. Same fucking thing. No, it's not. Because her passive activates when she deals damage to any enemy. To an enemy, she can heal with autos when she deals damage to an enemy champion. That was clearly what I was putting through there, though. But anyways, she can heal with autos as well. Passive makes her Q do that. No, it's not. Her passive is on a long cooldown and her Q isn't. So if she hits her Q and her passive's on cooldown, it doesn't give the heal. So it doesn't fucking matter. So it's a completely different thing. It's a completely different thing because you're not getting your heal every single Q you're hitting. That's a big fucking distinction. E is a shield that gives move speed. Um. Also, you're not done with Q. Yes, I am. Fuck off, your champ isn't hard. When she hits her Q, it gives her best friend, if attached, on hit damage. That's thanks to her W, yes. No, it's part of her Q's ability, which means every time her Q's off cooldown, she can use it and it activates. Which isn't part of the best friend. It plays into the best friend mechanic, but that's like saying, oh, Aatrox, every one of his abilities is only because of his W, or because of his E, or because of his passive. No, that's not how it fucking works. Abilities play into each other. That's how champions are made, is for their abilities to play into each other. It's like saying, oh well, Brand doesn't have a stun because it's only with using his W. If he uses his WQ, or if he uses EQ or ult Q, it only works because of his passive. Because they're ignited. No. You're fucking retarded. Anyways. Right. Yeah, you don't even know your own champ. Yeah, obviously. Anyways, according to distinction, she can have it up every Q because it's part of her Q. R is a straight line skill shot that stays in one direction when detached and can be controlled when attached. You missed more on her E, go back. It heals allies and damages enemies, and slows them too. What does her E do and all? That's literally it. It gives a shield and move speed. This is why Yuumi's bad. This is why Yuumi's bad, is because people don't know what she does. I don't give a fuck about the best friend thing. The point is that Yuumi is the worst support in the game. I don't know what the character does, but I don't like them, so they're the worst. That's literally all that's being said here. Gives move speed, attack speed, shield, and mana. She's useless until level 6, is only good until level 13, then falls off again. Every other support in the game is better in every way. Especially every other enchanter. You just admitted you don't know a single thing about her kit, and you're still trying to claim that you know better, and that every other enchanter's better, every other support's better, everyone's better, that Yuumi's terrible, yet you don't even know what her kit is. You know a lot about it. You don't even realize what she does. I explained everything. You didn't explain that her Q gives on hit. Tacked on small parts that I missed. No, it's not. You didn't explain that her W gives heal shield power as well as on hit healing. Not that they matter, because she's still useless. You didn't explain that her E gives attack speed and mana. Every other enchanter in the game is more consistent and is much better at Yuumi's job. You don't even know that her passive heals. Without the dumbass best friend bullshit. And what else? Every other enchanter gets targeted so much easier. Can a Lulu shield while caught in CC? Can a Lulu shield while she just got fucking targeted and is dying? Lulu has to prio between shielding herself, shielding her ally. Nami has to prio between healing herself, healing her ally, or go into dangerous territory so she can heal both of them at the same time by hitting enemy and hoping that her ADC or whoever's with her is in range for it as well. Fucking, I could go on, but anyways, fucking, hold on. My bad. Yeah, it's a fucking lot. Because Yuumi can a Lulu shield while caught in CC? Yeah, because Yuumi can be invincible for 90% of the game for free. So if a Yuumi can't die, unless her ADC's dying, unless she's playing detached permanently, which is a really bad playstyle most of the time, unless you're playing early game to poke a bunch and during fights. But, well, really only during fights. Only during hard engages is when you really want to detach to force damage, because you're going to shield, you're going to Q, and then you're going to detach and force damage, because the on-hit healing that they're getting compared to the fucking damage that you're going to do with auto attacks early is massively different. Yuumi can't be CC'd if attached. Yuumi can't be killed if attached. Yuumi can't be targeted by if she's attached. That's by any ability in the game. Yuumi can't even be targeted by Karthus ult if she's attached to somebody. That's broken, but it's the only good thing about her. Everything else in her kit sucks ass until 6. I don't know why they're so obsessed with 6. Like, 6 is this magical number for Yuumi. Her 6 is okay. It's probably the worst thing in her kit, but it's okay. It doesn't do much healing, realistically. It slows, kind of good. And it doesn't do shit for damage. So I don't know. I don't think it's this magical thing that makes her great at when she hits 6. She's great for early game because she has that lane sustain. I don't know why you're trying to fight this. So her giving shield, heal, attack speed, move speed, mana, on hit healing, on hit damage, and slowing isn't good. You know, it's true. When every other enchanter can do it better, no, it isn't good. Lulu gives move speed, attack speed, shields, and slows. And then she has a polymorph. But she doesn't give mana. She doesn't give on hit healing. I don't believe she does on hit damage. So. And Lulu doesn't heal. So. Yuumi is a jack of all trades that can't die. Wow. So she does everything slightly worse than everyone else, but she does everything. Wow. That's crazy, isn't it? Jack of all trades, master of none, is still better than somebody who's a master of one. Now, obviously, Lulu's a great fucking enchanter. I love playing Lulu. Lulu's great. But that doesn't mean that you get to say that by comparison, everyone else is bad because everyone does different things. The only thing Yuumi has over them is the mana. And the extra mass HP plus a slow field around them. Yes, and she has a polymorph which is broken. So this is talking about Lulu. It's decent. Polymorph is decent. If you can cast it before they one-shot you, and if your team deals damage to follow up. You have to be in close proximity to polymorph somebody. And you have to hope that your ADC actually follows up on a polymorph, which if you're in solo queue, 9 times out of 10 isn't going to happen, especially in silver. Janna has a shield that gives extra AD, a massive heal field, a knock up, and a point and click slow on a very low cooldown, plus bonus move speed by existing. Her heal is only when she ults though. Yes, but it hits everyone on the team without needing to be aimed. So this is like when your whole team is ARAMing, basically. Other than that, it's just ulting for your ADC to heal, and it's not a great heal. It's okay, but for an ult heal, it's not really that great. Yuumi will easily out heal that passively. It knocks enemies away. So you use it as an escape, not really a heal. Right? Or as a shove-in if you're flanking, which most people are too scared to do that shit with enchanters. Anyways, her shield is on a long cooldown, much longer than most abilities in the game. Fixed by the cooldown support items give. So, yeah, if you're full build, it doesn't matter. If you're max level, it doesn't matter, obviously. 16 seconds is bad early, but it can get down to 7 seconds. Wow, so full build in game, 40, 50 minutes in, now your E is down to 7 seconds. That's crazy. Yumi's E is down to like 5. 4 seconds. And it gives, let's see, what was it? Move speed, attack speed, shield, mana, right? Isn't that crazy? And you get on hit damage or on hit healing. Wow, that's crazy, right? So early game she's useless, which is pretty good. No, the extra 80 is insane. The extra 80 makes up for the long cooldown. So extra 80 every 16 seconds as opposed to on hit 80 every like 7 seconds. Right. Since you max it, the longer cooldown early is mitigated. As opposed to on hit healing, and passive healing from Yuumi. Absolutely, especially since Yuumi has to wait 10 to 11 seconds for Q and 14 seconds for shield. So we're talking about long cooldowns. These are all longer, or all shorter than what the 16 seconds that he said for Janna. And these are all wrong. So where are these numbers coming from? Janna has better and more consistent poke. Not true. Plus sets up for ganks. Yuumi's doesn't. Yuumi's poke is easier to hit. Janna's isn't, unless they're brain dead. And her quote unquote consistent poke, which I'm guessing he isn't saying tornado actually. Sorry, he's probably not saying tornado. He's probably saying the point and click that you have to get in close range for and trade every time you want to hit it. Yeah, that's great poke. Compared to Yuumi not needing to be close. Yuumi doesn't have to trade her health. She doesn't have to trade her ADC's health to hit it. And it heals her ADC when she hits her poke. So, and gives her ADC on hit damage. So, I'm telling them, try playing characters you say are bad. Really understand them. Only thing bad about Yuumi is she depends on someone doing decent. No, everything about Yuumi is bad. She's literally detail. Yuumi's Q is only on like a 9-second cooldown level 1. And she's D tier for a reason. You realize why that is, right? Cause she fucking sucks. Yes, and again. What drops win rates? Aside from the mana gain, every enchanter does her job infinitely better. Yes, Soraka heals. But that's all she does. Lulu shields. And gives attack speed and move speed. But that's all she does. She doesn't give on hit damage, on hit healing, attack speed, move speed, mana, fucking gives herself extra heal and shield power, fucking healing from passive, fucking healing from ult, slow from ult. Like, yes, she does different things. It's a different character. It has a whole different set of things that she does. Every character has a different set of things that they do. Doesn't mean that she's worse because she does more broadly. Be really weird if Yuumi shielded as much as Lulu shielded, or if Yuumi healed as much as Soraka healed, or if Yuumi gave as much fucking on hit as Melio does. Be really weird if Yuumi did as much as somebody where that's their main shtick. Whereas Yumi's main shtick is doing everything. So, anyways, this is what drops win rates? Bots and trolls, right? Yuumi is extremely situational. So when bots and trolls are a massive population of Yumis, she's going to have a low win rate and be on a bad tier. She doesn't work with everyone. She works with literally everyone, even without that. Even Callista. No, she doesn't actually. She does. She works with people that can be self-sufficient. Callista can throw Yuumi while she's attached. And then Yuumi bounces back to her. People like Ezreal, Jhin, Kate, and Draven. Those are her best by far. Aphelios, Twitch, Misfortune. Aphelios is not great with her at all. Ash, Aphelios is great. Aphelios needs people to peel for him. Yuumi can't do that, not effectively. No, he just needs to burst. Yeah, and Yuumi doesn't help him do that either. Zeri Yuumi is great. Zeri Yuumi is great. Yuumi gives on hit. Yes, I forget. Yuumi, Zeri, Twitch Yuumi. Jinx. Anybody that has the ability to actually carry, to hyperscale, to hyper carry, Yuumi's great with. Amazing with. So that includes Aphelios. Yeah, uh, she does, but Aphelios needs CC to be able to burst effectively. Kog'Maw. Yuumi doesn't have any. Yuumi Cog is troll. That's the stupidest suggestion I've heard from you. You've never played the game. Cog needs attack speed and CC. Yuumi gives him attack speed. Why do you think Lulu Cog is by far his best lane? Lulu doesn't CC, she polymorphs, so they can still move. So yeah, and Cog wins trades. So them talking about how, oh, plus ult. So if you're ulting, yes, wow, you CC for like a quarter of a second. Shield gives attack speed with Ardent, so you need an item to give attack speed. Wow. Wow. Polymorph isn't a root or stun. No, but it stops them from being able to hit back, which is also fantastic for Cog. Or he can smack them for free for 2 seconds. Or Cog could just outdamage them. Also, they can just walk away while they're polymorphed. That's what most people do. Does it slow them a little? Sure. But it's all situational on how your ADC positions. Whereas Yuumi, you're right next to your ADC, you're attached to them. So if you hit a Q, you're not mispositioned trying to force a polymorph play because your ADC is playing so far back, promo farming. You don't have any issues. Play the game, please. Learn how it works before commenting. Know it. Cog is one of Yumi's best pairs because he hyperscales and he can just 1v9 easily. I know it. Better than you ever will. No, he isn't. You're actually a fucking moron to think that. You literally don't know anything that Yuumi does. I know that she's useless as fuck. You've never played an ADC game well. And should never be played. So Yuumi shit talk, Yuumi shit talk. Without needing your support to do everything, you've never played an ADC game well. Wrong. I've had useless supports multiple times and carried anyways. You know nothing. Uninstalling would be best for you here. Just put this game down and never touch it again. Mr. Emerald 2, who knows fuck all. 1 in 40 games that you go more than 1 kill in. 1 kill positive isn't fucking good. They lost to Chinese Annie. Chinese Annie. I think that's Chinese. Yeah, that's Chinese. They lost to Chinese Annie. Is their build good? Sure. But you're playing Oriana. Press buttons. Please. Why does she have 1, 2, 3, 4 items and boots, and you have 1 item boots? Why does she have double your gold? Where's your damage? Where's your CS? Where's your fucking CC? Why do you only have 11 CC? Largest multi-kill is 1. Fucking not great auto attack damage considering I have half of it, so you're not playing your passive. Or, well, sorry, that would go into magic damage actually. My bad. But still, probably not playing your passive if I'm almost matching you on damage like this. If I'm only 1,200 below you, you're not playing your character right. Especially if you're saying you had Graves, Annie, and Leona all in your lane, and you're playing a zoning character that can easily zone all three of these champions out. It's not, none of them are champions that can teleport. None of them have outrageous dashes. None of them outrange you, really, other than like Graves' ult, maybe. Like, let's see. Ally shielding, 0. 6,000 self-mitigated damage. So I have half of your mitigated damage. So you haven't shielded allies in team fights. Interesting. Like, my vision score wasn't great, but can't walk into fucking jungle by myself as Yuumi with the fucking monster that is Annie running around. Like, bro is actually delusional. And then the Volibear blamed me. AP volley. So whatever, it's alright, it's not a bad build. 3 and 10 though, as AP volley. Almost matching damage with full heal Yuumi is very interesting. Because how are you 3 and 10 with AP volley? The only time you should be closing gap is to secure a kill that you know you can secure because all your damage is coming from your E. All your damage is coming from your Thunderstrike. If you're jungle, you're not autoing minions enough to fucking charge up your fucking lightning. So everything that you have should be coming from your fucking lightning strike that you're throwing down. Not from your fucking auto attacks. So how are you 3 and 10? I don't even... Set tried at least. You can tell Set fucking tried. Just not fucking that great. But also, I won't lie, it's a little bit hard for Set to fight Tryndamere. So I can understand that. That's fine. Misfortune just got shit on by Annie late game. Just fucking roaming and fucking destroying. And then Ashe got fed after. Because you can see they were getting destroyed in lane. Just didn't matter. But anyways, let's go into... Let me bring this over here. And we will go and... Ooh, let's see, where is this? Window capture. Chrome. There we go. Okay. So let's see what we're looking at here. This is the Oriana game they just played. This is their Lux game that they were so proud of. They're playing Lux against Cassiopeia. Not bad. Not bad. But see, this isn't what I'm talking about. They're shit talking Yuumi because they play ADC. Let's see. 4 and 7, 22. Wonder who is the one confirming everything? Who is the one fucking making sure that they were fed? Who is the one fucking giving them kills for free? I don't know. Let's see. 15, 11, and 12. This isn't bad. Uh-huh. So their mid lane carried, got them fed because, as you can clearly see here, they lost lane to These two. And then they won because enemy mid and jungle terrible. Uh-huh. So let's see. 5 and 11. Wow, wonder what happened here. Uh-huh, I see. Orianna support out damaging the Caitlyn ADC. Caitlyn ADC not able to poke the Van, not able to dodge the skill shots. Makes sense. 0, 6, and 3. Let's see what happened here. Garen support, I won't speak on it. 1, 7, and 8. Oh, wait. Ochuri guy. Did I not see him? Oppo Bobo, Oppo Bobo. So they're queuing. Are they queuing as ADC with the mid laner? Or is that just a coincidence? Taser. That might just be a coincidence. I'm not sure. Not sure about this. LeBlanc ADC or LeBlanc support. I won't speak on it. Is this an ADC game? Am I like reading these wrong? Are these not the lanes I'm thinking they are? What lane? Who's the... Yeah, that's LeBlanc support. That's Garen support, right? No. Who's support? Garen was just trolling. Gotcha. Kennen support. Kennen's out doing the fuck out of them. 3 more deaths. 6 less kills. Matching damage. Way ahead in gold. Way ahead in gold. No way. They should only be 12 and 11. No way. Ezreal is beating Yasuo. Unless you're just running into him. Bait out his E. Dash towards him. Bait out his E. Dash back. Now he has his E on cooldown. Now he can't force anything. 9 and 13 on Ezreal. 11 and 9. 12 and 8. 8 and 8. 2 and 5. I can count assists. But these aren't great numbers. This is terrible. This is why I'm saying this is like mediocre at best. This isn't terrible, but it's mediocre at best. This is mediocre at best. This is mediocre at best. This is decent. What happened here? Brand support. Brand support carrying them. Huh, I wonder how they won that. Yeah, Oppo Bobo is their fucking duo. So they're duoed with the mid laner as an ADC, and they bitch about supports. Makes a lot of sense, doesn't it? Is this a support game? This is a support game. Another support game. Probably a support. Like, their Lux is decent. Everybody else they fucking blow with, though. Look at this. Decent. Mediocre. Mediocre. Not great. What the fuck is that? Let's see what this is. I see. I see what this is. Completely fucking rolled. Not great. Not great. Let me see. Is this some getting carried by support? Carried by support. Is this some getting carried by support? Carried by support. Wow, I'm a fucking prophet, aren't I? Not playing ADC anymore. Going back. We're going far back. 8, 5, and 16. Not bad. What happened? Oh, they're playing Jhin support, aren't they? Or who's the support in this? It is Jhin support, isn't it? No, this isn't ranked. This is ARAM. My bad. That's why it was a decent score. That makes a lot more sense, doesn't it? Make sure these other ones that I was looking at were at ARAM as well. Ranked. Nope, looks like they're all ranked. So an account. Okay, not a bad game. That's okay. It's not bad. Yeah. This guy who can barely go positive, almost every game that he has won, as an ADC at least, has been solely because his team carried or got him fed. Like this. He was getting shat on in lane. Absolutely fucking stomped in lane. This is why he won this game. This is why he won this game. Because let me tell you, it wasn't that. It wasn't that. Because this, with 71,000 damage, was shitting on him. Was shitting on him. Actually, wasn't shitting on him that bad. But it was definitely shitting on him. So I can tell. I know what's going on. I can see what's going on. He didn't win this game because of his gameplay was fucking amazing. He won this game because his gameplay was amazing. Because his gameplay was amazing. You know how I know that? Look at those assists. 28 fucking assists. He was everywhere. He got every fucking objective. I can almost guarantee it. These I'm not going to speak on just because I don't know how Oriana support works, and people probably don't know how to play with her. He's just trolling. So I won't comment on that. This didn't win because of him. Granted, I mean, he wasn't even trolling. It's just a weird fucking pick. Won because of him, though. Victory? Who did we win because of? Not the ADC. Not bad kill participation. But Urnados definitely fucking has you beat there. Don't have great damage. Let's see, you're building anti-tank against... Let's see. Because this is armor pin. High health and armor. Anti-tank. Anti-tank. Okay, what are we building that against? Is this armor right here maybe? Let's see. Shouldn't be building it against magic resist. Magic resist. Does this give armor? No. No. Is Teemo tanky? No, Teemo doesn't have tank runes. He might have like 200 extra health at the end of the game. Same with him. I don't know why we're building Giant Slayer though, or Lord Doms. Don't really need 40%, just take a flat and it's fine. But, you know, that explains why that happened and then got shut down by this guy right there. Let's see. See other wins. Uh-huh. I wonder why he plays with him. Uh-huh. I wonder why he plays with him. Wait, no, did I skip over this one? Oh, yeah. I wonder why he was MVP. Okay, anti-armor against armor this time. So we know what anti-armor is for. We're just kind of stupid. But this wasn't a bad game at all. But this was also a team effort. Everyone was doing fucking good, not carrying the game. Mid lane's matching you. Well, mid lane's above you. Support's above you. Doing better than top and jungle. Jungle is probably getting objectives though, just based on what I'm seeing. And based on that, what I'm seeing here as well. Let's see here. That's not a win, sorry. This is a win. This probably had to do with you, I won't lie. See what's happening here. Ah. Opobobo. Most of his wins are with Opobobo. Opobobo can't carry you out of that though. 4-11 against Ash Pantheon. Doesn't know how to space as Xerath. Doesn't know how to space as Xerath. This is a good game. Guess what? Opobobo. Every game that they win, and if they're doing decent in a game, you can assume there's Opobobo somewhere in the game. Not fucking good. Not bad. I mean, not terrible. You're not inting, but not fucking good because, you know, the mid lane got fed his shit somehow. So clearly you're just letting them do whatever. Oh, Opobobo carried the fuck out of him in a 45-minute game. How are you struggling as Senna at 45 minutes in? Not one because of him. 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 Definitely not one because of him. Opobobo, by the way. Opobobo again carrying. Opobobo. Does he pay this guy to carry him? Is that what this is? Who is Opobobo? This has gotta be a fucking, hold on. Okay, anyways, you get my point. Let me see who this guy is. Because I need to know what the fuck is going on here. Is he paying this guy to fucking carry him? bronze, bronze, silver, bronze. But he's definitely not, well, this isn't great, but yeah, this is not a silver bronze player, so let's see. Last game, Nisa, 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 not Nisa, also not Nisa, 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 not Nisa, not Nisa. So 4 out of 20 games. It's not playing with Nisa, so 16 out of 20 games. This guy might just be a Smurf that's paid. Because that's what it's sure looking like. It's looking like he bought a fucking Smurf to carry him because look at these stats. Look at what he's doing every single game. Every single game he's playing. Even the ones he loses. Okay, well this one isn't fucking great, but he's still 14, 8, and 5. And it's mid lane that shit on them. Like 15, 5, and 2. Granted, top takes the cake, but still shits on everyone in their team. Doesn't really matter, it's just a race for kills at that point. Fucking every single game. Even the losses. Even the lost games. And that's why I'm thinking, okay, this one's not great. What happened here? Okay, Opo's playing mid against him. He's not fed. So what happened? Why is he dead so much? Oh, because he's fed. Because she's fed. Because she's fed. Because he's fed. Gotcha. It's not a great game. Also not playing with Nisa though. So he might be. Hold on. What are the games that he's not playing with Nisa? This one? No. What games was that? Is it this one? Yeah. A lost game. And a lost game. He might be throwing games. Just stay in SRs with Nisa. To like stay in fucking ranks with Nisa. Plays some games by himself. Solo queues a couple games. Loses. Because he shouldn't lose this. Not really. Not unless they're not playing macro at all. Shouldn't lose this one either. Unless he's not playing properly. Somebody on their team isn't macroing properly between these two. This shouldn't have been a lost game. Unless he's just really that bad against a fucking A-Soul. Oh no. But I mean, unless this guy's just a really nice friend randomly. But I think this isn't all, honestly. It's 343, but Can't see any reason why this guy's only playing silver and bronze constantly. In his match history, it's a lot of losses, but like Soraka game, he can't control that. Most of the games that he's playing, he's fucking massively ahead. Carrying. Which doesn't make sense. Anyways, that's my fucking rant. Don't be a shitter. Figure out what champs do before you fucking glaze them constantly. And don't be level 81 trying to tell somebody who is level 397 how the game works, what champions do, which champions are good, which champions are bad, and base it solely off of the tier system of what is it? It's not OPGG. It's probably fucking Profesher or some shit. Like, yeah, you have to realize most of these tier systems go off of win rates, right? That's the win rate scaling down, right? That's what that is, win rate? Yeah. So, let's see. Yuumi is, where was she, 200? 188. 48.85% win rate. Now, if we were to say that probably over half of Yuumi players are bots, so she'd be at over, so she's almost at a baseline of 50. She's 1.15% off of 50, right? It's not bad. It's not terrible. She's got a 4% pick rate, which means that, what's that? Fucking 10 players every game. So every 10 games, there's around 4 players that pick her. 4 games that have a Yuumi in them. Right? Am I mathing this wrong? Is it based off of just lane? Or is it 4%? I think it's 4% out of every player in the game. Because I don't think that that's how they calculate it. Either way, that's a pretty high pick rate. Because we'll look at Kog'Maw. Oh, whoa. When did Kog'Maw have such a high pick rate? I never see Kog'Maws. Okay, well, let's see. Whoa, is 4% not as high as I thought it was? Brand's only at not even 1% though. Wait, and his win rate's 55%? Bot lane, what the fuck? Why is it? So confused. Wait, what lane was I looking at Yuumi for? Was that not Yuumi support? No, it was support. I don't know. I don't know how this works, but yeah, weak against somebody that's not a laner. Almost never plays as a laner. Almost never seen, period. Almost never seen, period. Rarely in your lane. Let's see. Chinese, I can't read it. Can we? Nothing. Cool. Now, why is not a bad build? It's basically the build I use. Except I don't do this. This is weird. Yeah, don't do scaling health on Yuumi because you're gonna have less health early game, and early game should be the only time you're ever really detached to auto. So you're gonna want the extra health early as opposed to the extra, what, 75 late game? Not really going to be important. Also, you can go heal. I don't, but sure. But yeah, no. Win rates are going to be lowered when people that play this fucking character are bots. Also, what is this? You know what this is? These every single game that people buy fucking boots on Yuumi, it's a bot. These aren't players. Why are you building boots of swiftness on Yuumi? What did, like, yeah, you know what's lowering Yumi's win rate? People buying pots on Yuumi. Can you? Yeah, I guess you can force fights early and fucking auto attack a bit more, but just buy a fucking pink ward. Just buy a fucking pink ward, put it down, now you're safe from ganks for like most of lane until they fucking check for wards, which people don't fucking tend to do usually in low elo. Also, what is this? What is this? What is this? Like, I wonder why Yuumi has a low win rate when we're building this. I mean, if you're going AP Yuumi, if you're going AP Yuumi, if you're going AP Yuumi, Yuumi should not be building anti-heal generally because her Q is on cooldown for such a long period of time that, yes, she can chain the anti-heal so they stay perma anti-healed. However, that's if she hits every single Q. Whereas if your ADC has anti-heal, it's just auto attack. It's that easy. Uh, why are we building this? Again, why are we building, like I said, AP Yumi's whatever? Really don't understand Ardent builds, but it's fine. I don't know why we're not building Knight's Vow more. It's a fucking great item. This fucking blows ass. I don't know why we're building. Because Shirilia's, it's an active item now. Otherwise, the move speed on you doesn't matter. The ability power on it's not fucking great. Like the move speed that it gives you, not the one that gives allies. Ability haste is okay, not great either. The mana's good. But yeah, I mean, if you have a really divey team that can perma shove, I guess. But just press E if your team isn't playing all together all the time, going in with Shirilias. Just press E. AP Yumi isn't great, but it's okay. I I don't know. I don't know what this is. Like I said, you know what's ruining Yumi games? People that do this. Because, oh, you can gain 15 ability haste and 12 summoner spell haste, or you can just build literally any of these and it gives you more ability haste, or the same amount of ability haste, except for this Ardent Sensor doesn't. That this does. Even Knight's Vow gives ability haste. Like, what? Yeah, Don't don't tell me what tier characters are when you don't like take into fucking account what people do with these fucking champions. Like, look at this. 61% win rate, 78 or 70% win rate. This is a good build path. This is one that I usually use. I don't really do this one. This one is one I'll do sometimes. This one's alright. Not really great, but it's alright. I usually don't actually build Moonstone first though. I usually build this first. And then I'll either go Knight's Vow or Moonstone. Yeah, this is one that I usually like. This is what a good one looks like. This one's interesting, but look at the pick rates on it. People don't fucking play like this. People play with boots apparently, or fucking whatever this shit is, or they play with fucking Locket, Tyr, Ludens, Solstice Slave, fucking whatever. I don't know. Just make it make sense, please. If you don't like a character, you don't like a character. It is what it is. I have characters I don't like. I have characters I don't like. It's fine. I don't like fucking I don't like fucking people that play Draven. Draven's terrible. And by Draven's terrible, I mean he fucking sucks to play against. But he's a great character. Now, for characters that I think are bad, I mean, it's only in the eye of the beholder. I can't play Rengar for shit. He's amazing. Can't play him. Back when he could one-shot towers and shit, couldn't play him. LeBlanc, amazing. I can't play her. I'm shit with her. I know I'm shit with her. She's not a bad character, though. Even going to, like, characters that are enchanters. Nami, I'm not good with her. She's a great character. I'm not good with her. Karma, amazing character. Not good with her. Doesn't mean it's a bad character because I can't play it. Rel, she's fucking fantastic. I'm just not that good with her. Brand is great. I'm not that good with him. Melio, great. Not that good with him. Well, Melio's okay. Just not that good with him. Like, hating because you don't like what other people are playing is the dumbest shit. You don't like how other people are playing. You don't like how support's playing the game? Queue up with the support. Why are you queuing up with the mid laner? Because you want somebody to blame if your game goes wrong. That's what it is.